This should be good. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, should be good. All right. Anyways, we should be fine, right? We good? All right. I think we're good. I can check on my phone. All right. Audio is good. All right. Cool. 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 Is it still muted? Well, all right. We're good. Good. All right. My bad. I had to check on my phone. My bad. All right. So again, I was talking about shout out to Chet. Shout out to Chet for establishing the tone early on, and like that was the main thing, right? Chet was awful in game one. He comes out, scores 11 points in the first quarter. That was a big thing. Him showing out. We kind of expected, Shea to come out with a much smarter mindset. And I think I want to talk about that, right? Shea, Shea game one, he had a great game. He scored 38 points. I mean, he had a great game, like scoring wise, 38 points. He got a lot of shots up. But there was some truth to the statement that a lot of people were saying that he wasn't playing the flow of the offense. And the Thunder had the least amount of passes they hit it all year. You know what I'm trying to say? And him playing with a much better pace, much better cadence. He scored 30 points, like 8 assists today. Entire offense looked a lot more, a lot smoother, a lot better. He still scored 38, 34 points, but he didn't need 30 shots. It was a much better game from him. A much better game. Like if last game was like a B game, this was an A plus. This was one of my favorite games from Shea all year. It kind of reminds me of like his game seven, right? His game seven against Denver, where he just completely controlled the game as a playmaker, scorer, etc. He just found a way to get it done. And his defense, Malik, as you say that, his defense has been so good all series, and I think people just somehow made stuff up because Nemhard hit that step back free. But outside of those final few 4 minutes, 3 4 minutes, against in game one, he was great for the first 40 minutes or so, and he was great today for the full 48 or whatever he played, right? 36 minutes. He's been able to like get deflections. He's been able to rotate on defense. He's getting a few blocks. Like just finding ways to impact the game, even without being on the ball defensively. Halliburton's trying to switch onto him. Nemhard's trying to attack him. He's done a good enough job to just contain the guys and everyone. You know, 3 steals in game one, 4 steals in game two. Um, yeah, Wiggins saved us. We can talk about. I didn't even realize Crusoe scored 20 points. That's crazy. Yeah, Caruso had it, and Caruso has been just so not even quietly good at this point. Like it's pretty loud, but like he's been his progression in his playoffs has been absurd. Like I never really thought as Caruso was a long term guy. I'm gonna be honest. I thought as Caruso was gonna be like a 1 year, 2 year guy, and then eventually Kaysen takes his spot. But if he's playing at this level, if Caruso's playing at this level, like there's no limit to like how important he's gonna be for this team going forward. But we were the first team since the 2019 Raptors to have 5 players at least scored 15 points. It's kind of funny because like I feel like this team is very similar to the 2019 Raptors. Very great defensive team. Then you're obviously built with like your one like superstar having that all time playoff run or all time season. Kawhi. Now here you have Shea. They're kind of very similar like team builds in that sense. Good rotations and minutes. Everything about this game was just so much better even from the start. I loved uh Hardenstein is such a good addition right now, and you can see his difference, right? Because of the amount of screening he brings, the amount of how much the ball, how much the ball was flowing, everything. Like Hardenstein just brings like a great edge to this team. He brings like a new element that we didn't have last year, and you can tell there's a huge difference when Hardenstein's not in the game compared to where he is. Like the ball is flowing a lot better. Um, and defensively was pretty good. Like he got posted by Miles Turner, which is gonna get posted a lot. But I thought he was great defensively. Um, Wiggins plus 24. Yeah, Wiggins plus 24 is crazy. He was. That's really all the Thunder needed, man. They need one of their bench guys to step up, be able to hit those 3 point shots. Like they just need some offensive juice outside of Shea, Dub, and Shet, right? Someone to like someone to do something offensively. That's all they really need. And having Wiggins step up was awesome. Joe's been cold this playoffs. He basically didn't play. after his first stint today. He played 6 minutes. He didn't play after that, but Wiggins being like a perfect option to put, in the bench lineups. Like he had those few spin layups or like one spin layup, right, on the ball. Then he's hitting 3-point shots next to Shea. Like, he's just like a perfect plug and play offensive player. The double big miss is key on this W. Yeah, yeah. They didn't play the double big lineup that much still, but when they played it, it was really good. Um, whenever they put Thomas Bryant in the game on Obi Toppin, like Shed and Hardenstein just dominated those minutes. Like they were able to like sag off a little bit because they're not great shooters. And then obviously on the other end, they were just great offensively. They were just making good decisions. Him and Chet have such good synergy always. Kaysen with another massive game as well, justified to start. Yeah, Kaysen's 3-point shot needs to come through though. That's gonna be something that's gonna have to come along this series if they're gonna find a if they're gonna have to win a few games in Indiana. He was good outside of that today. He had a few good finishes on Halliburton. He had some great defensive plays, but he really needs to find his 3-point shot before the series ends. Yeah, this Aaron Wiggins game is going in history, man. Game two NBA Finals, Aaron Wiggins, like one of the best role player performances from the Thunder in probably history. Honestly, not even trying to over exaggerate. What is Caruso shooting from free this postseason? I feel like he's at least probably shooting like 42, 43% at this point. He's 4 of 8 again today. And it's kind of crazy. Like he's hitting movement 3-point shots. He's hitting, um, on tough contests. He's hitting in transition. Like, do you guys remember when Caruso was shooting like 10% from free the first month of the season, or like 10 or 15%? And now he's been like the Thunder's most consistent shooter all postseason. It's kind of been like a uncharacteristic turnaround there. Isaiah Joe doing everything. Yeah, Joe was pretty good on defense today, which is the funny part. Jada played better, but he's still visibly struggling against ball pressure. Yeah, yeah. He definitely found a way to impact the game a little more. He got to the line a bit. He was good defensively again, but in terms of him being like a reliable second creator in this series, I don't know if it's gonna happen. Like Neesmith is just hounding him, man. Like Neesmith is just he can't dribble near Neesmith or like really any of their guys, like even Matherin, right? Like anyone that's physical and can apply ball pressure, Jalen just kind of shrinks a bit. So I think Jada was subpar this game. I don't know if he's nervous or sloppy. I just think it's like he's just not used to this level of ball pressure from a team. Pacers have no answer for Shea. Yeah, this honestly might be like an all-time playoff series from Shea. Like first two games, he's averaging about not averaging about he's averaging 36 points. Um, Good efficiency across the field. Play make really well today. There's nothing they can do, right? The only option they have is to double team him, and really double team him meaning like just blitz the ball out of his hands at half court. But like no team has done that all postseason because the Thunder were really good at attacking that in the regular season when teams just blitz Shea. So there's really no option. Shea had his way with maturing with Matherin was so nasty. Yeah, that over the top mid range was like so Kobe or Jordan esque. Like just over the top shot making. Yeah, the 3-point shot is still like missing from most of these players. Again, Jada and Case are like the main culprits this series. Um, Joe just still hasn't come along. They were pretty good today. It was mainly because of Wiggins and Caruso, right? They really led the way. I think they had 9 of 14 3-pointers, 39% today. Turner's cooking, and I think that's what the Thunder have to live with. You take Halliburton out the game, but you're gonna give Turner those long mid range shots. You're gonna give him like a few um some of those 3-point looks. You just kind of have to live with it. But like for the most part, if you can completely take out Tyrese Halliburton out the game, I think you're fine with it. And I mean, Halliburton was awful today. Awful. He somehow finished with above 50% because he hit a lot of shots in the fourth quarter. But again, similar to game one, he's just not comfortable like handling the ball. He's not comfortable like trying to find his own offense against his team. And I think the game winner kind of masked a lot of like the issues that he had. I think a lot of people ignored like how much he was struggling. But similar to story today. Joe has a nice layup. I have zero faith for his moments shooting. Yeah, his shooting just dying sucks because like when we got Hartenstein, I kind of thought him and Joe were gonna have a nice two-man game. I was thinking like, can Joe be like a Dante DiVincenzo type of player? Like not. I never thought he was gonna be as good, but like, can you have like replicate some of the success that he had with Hartenstein? And this just never happened. Today was the first time I've seen Shea upset after a steal. Man was pissed after the ref. Shea's been kind of mad a few times this series. I feel like he's shown some emotion. He's definitely like a bit frustrated of Nemhard and Maffrin because like they're very physical. They reach a lot. They kind of frustrate you, right? He had that pushing battle with Nemhard last game, and he almost had something similar today. Siakam was terrible today. Also, Siakam's another player. Um, the fu- he really has been bad all series outside of like um game one like first quarter really like since first quarter second quarter might have been like the first half really where he was like scoring a lot of like those of Case and Wallace like those switches, but ever since then the front have completely taken that out, and now he's being forced to score on bigger defenders. He's being forced to score against help. He only had 3 shots today, and he got to the line a good bit. I mean, the fouls were crazy today. It ruined the entire flow of the game. Just constant like soft fouls on both ends. I don't know what the refs were doing. All Halliburton's getting to is his floater. Yeah, yeah, he got to his floater a few times. He can't get a 3 point shot off. He might have got a few like off the catch, but like on the ball, pull up 3 pointers. I don't think he got any off. I mean, he probably got one off. Yeah, he got one off. I'm jealous of the Pacers' fast trigger 3 point shooters. Yeah, Neesmith is insane. Neesmith is insane. He's like one of the players who generally scare me on that team. Like he shoots the second. He's second he gets the ball. Like absurd player. The rest were horrible. Yeah. Hope Oklahoma City would take game free. That's the big game. And the weird thing is that Oklahoma City is bad in game free, obviously. They lost against Denver. They got blown out against Minnesota. And they almost lost against Memphis, right? So, like, all 3 games this year, they've kind of been bad in game threes. But Indiana's lost every single game free, too. Every single game free, Indiana's lost. So, like, this will be interesting. I think they've been on the road. Been at home every single game free, too. So, every time in their corner, they release it. It's fastest release ever. Yeah, that's the entire premise of their offense, man. Just quick decisions. Either you're gonna pass it immediately or you're gonna shoot it. There's one fast decisions every single time. Defense wins championships. They can have the run and gun pace. Yeah. Did Shea hit my friend with the too small? I didn't see it. Battle of made game free. Yeah, Alex Caruso, man. Hey, 20 points might be his playoff career high. It definitely is for Caruso. I kind of feel bad I didn't post it now, but how many turnovers did the Thunder have today? For 13. Indiana. So they won the turnover battle. The Thunder won the turnover battle again. Obviously, Indiana's turnovers have went like way down since the first half of game one, but like I think 14, 15 turnovers against a team that averages like 12 or 13 is perfectly acceptable. And then the rebounding battle, I think the Thunder won, right? Yes, 11-7. There's this one possession where like I think Oklahoma City got like 4 or 5 rebounds, uh, and then they still didn't score. It was kind of funny. Well, I'm upset a little because we should be up 2-0. It's a 5 game series. It's a 5 game series now. Issue is Indiana has home court. Indiana is home for. I mean, obviously, assuming it goes 7, which is not a good assumption. It would be Indiana's home for 3 of 5 games or 3 out of 4 if it goes 6. So I think the main thing, Ian, is just you just need J-Dub to figure out the defense a bit, find a way to make an impact offensively. Like I wouldn't want to rely on Wiggins having another hot shooting game, but in Indiana fan from Brazil here, congrats on game 2. You played a awesome game defensively. Hope for a good game, free game for both fans and appreciate it for sure, man. I love close basketball games. I mean it's the most stressful, but it's always the most fun after like just a sigh of relief. Um, so proud of Louis. Hey, Diff, I think I talked about this with when you were in chat, like again last round. When is Dort gonna have that major impact defensively, bro? First two games, he's been he's probably had his best defensive playoff performance since his rookie year. Honestly, the ball pressure has completely destroyed Halliburton mentally and physically, bro. Like he's playing off the ball for like 80% of the game now. Almost everything's being initiated through McConnell and Nemhard in some fashion. Like Dort is obviously like one of those like taxing players to play against just because of how he plays and how much he's gonna press you. Like and it's clearly affecting Halliburton to some degree right now. J Dub game free legacy game. Hopefully, man. I think J Dub did good in game three against Denver. He had I think that was the best game of the playoffs. He scored 30 points, and then Shea was horrible that game. You know what the sad thing is though? Shea is horrible in game freeze. Shea is like the worst game free player on our team. Every single playoffs, his worst games always comes in game freeze. So that's not too. It's not an optimistic sign, but with no Jokic or Gobert screens, he's unstoppable right now. It really was those screens, man. Yeah, he got the worst two matchups in a row. Because first you get two really good pull up shooters, Jamal Murray and Anthony Edwards, and then you get two of the best screeners in the NBA, like back to back. Like it was an awful combination. Yeah, this is gonna be a legacy game for J Dub. Legacy game for J Dub. I loved how Chet attacked today, man. He really didn't do much with the ball after the first quarter, but the quick trigger 3 pointers, the one finish on Turner off the catch, like that's all you want from him, you know. Like he's not ready yet for like a bigger role offensively, even though like some people want him to have that. It's gonna happen like next year, or, like a little after that. He's just been, gone so much with injuries. He's still pretty young, but like this type of role where he's having an extreme impact defensively and then adding something offensively, like attacking a little bit off the catch, hitting his jumpers. That's all you need from Chet. This is like a perfect like role player Chet game. The Kevin Schmitz were also really good. Yeah, plus 15 in 7 minutes. The Kevin Schmitz were really good, really good. I think they played him at the four for most of those minutes, and I want to say it was Hartenstein and Kenrich for some minutes, and it looked really good. It looked really good. He's just a good player, man. Like Kenrich is just a good player. Like it's that straight up it, you know. He makes smart decisions on both ends. He finds a way to impact the game. Two offensive rebounds. Just a smart player, man. Yeah, is game three on? I think game three is on Wednesday. So longest break they've had. Indiana is definitely gonna make some adjustment, um, in terms of their defensive approach. They kind of repeated the same thing from game one and game two, and this time Oklahoma City countered back. Obviously, it was mainly Shea, right? Shea was the main one who adjusted his like line of thinking. But yeah, game three, I expect Indiana to change stuff a bit. Denver changed stuff a bit. They went to more zone. I think that's the game where Denver like zoned up a lot at the end. They put an even heavier focus on Shea. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Indiana tries to throw their way. Like if I'm looking back at all these series, like game three is usually like the game where like the opposing coach makes the biggest adjustments because um they're going back home. You just want to split on the road and then you're fine, right? You just split on the road and you take it into game three. But what do you think about the double big lineup? It was good. It was good. They didn't play it against Turner much, so like we don't know for sure how useful it is. But I always thought the double big lineup was like a good counter to like really bad big lineups from the other team. Like they played Thomas Bryant and Obi Toppin. So you put Chan Hartenstein, they completely take advantage of that. They shut out your entire offense. Um, and they have some skills offensively to make it work. Yeah, good thing Indiana's not being good in game freeze average. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I mean that could just like all brew for like a really close game. Really like the fact that they both haven't handled that game free adjustment well. But hopefully no Timberwolves Magna ball in game free this time. That game was insane, man. Like we had Nas Reed hitting like 30 footers. We had Edwards hitting every single shot. That game's stuck in the back of my mind. More Crusoe floaters on the way. I still can't believe those Crusoe floaters happened against Minnesota. That was such a funny sequence. I've never seen something like that happen in a while. I'm still leaning to a reverse sweep 4-1 OKC. I'm sticking to my initial prediction 406. I still think Indiana finds a way to to take one game no matter what, but especially at home. I think Indiana takes game one game at home. Yeah, I miss I heart floaters. Yeah, that's the issue with those type of players. Spam dump. Like I don't want to say it in the regular season, but like as good as hard floaters are, when a player relies so much on one type of shot or one specific skill, playoff teams can scheme that out very easily. Like really all teams do is just like, put speed against them and or try to swipe down and Harnson will be reluctant to shoot that floater. So like as much as I loved it in the regular season, it wasn't gonna replicate. It's just such a easy shot to take out of someone's arsenal. Wiggins needs more minutes. So influential. Influential. Yeah. My God. This is this is crazy. Most games with 30 points and 5 assists in NBA history. And call me crazy, but like I truly think Shea is getting himself up there when he's like with the all-time great offensive engines. Not LeBron and Jordan, obviously not yet, or probably ever. Let's be real. LeBron or Jordan is like uncharted territory. But like when I think of like maybe like the next year, right? Like you get Steph, Kobe, like Shea's like getting right up there in terms of like the playoff consistency, like the just the overall amount of production, how well he can engine an offense. Like he had a bad game one in terms of engineering the offense, not scoring, but like just like finding a way to create open looks. But like he's getting up there. He's creating like an open or good look almost every single time down. And he wasn't doing this last year. Even if he was scoring as good last year for scoring 30 points in the playoffs, he's the mental side of his game has catched up so much to his skill. It's really fun to watch in real time. I don't know why I hard can't do lefty hook shots. Yeah, yeah. I wish, man. If he wins two NBA champs and one more MVP, for sure, Shea will be there. Let's just win this one, man. Let's just win this one. Are you gonna post a reaction to the game? Do you guys want the reaction? Oh, by the way, you guys want to talk about this real quick? Hold up. I got you, bro. Give me a sec. Yo, random thing. This video got this many views, bro, and people are on my ass for the reaction against game one. 88,000 views. I don't know how that happened, but apparently every single Pacers fan on the planet found a way to watch that video. It was really funny, but I heard it's been so. I wouldn't say so bad. I thought Hardstone was pretty good today. Overall in the playoffs, I would say Hardstone has definitely dropped off. Hardstone's value has definitely dropped off. Um, Hartenstein's definitely dropped off in terms of value this playoffs, but like I think he's been good enough the first two games. He's definitely not like a player that you want to pencil in as a starter, but I still think he's a great situational big, like 22, 25 minutes a game. As long as you're not forcing like 30 minutes, I think I'm fine with Hartenstein. I was just mad at, again with how they used him against Minnesota, just forcing the starts. But outside of that, they've been fine. Props for uploading it. Yeah, I would have scrubbed the footage off the internet. That it was kind of funny, so I was like, why not? I guess I'll post a reaction to this one too. Why not? Post the wins, post the losses. Just post every game that I can. Small ball is the key. Trust in coach. How much did they play small? I don't think they played small ball today. And I agree with you. Defensively, I think small ball is the key. But offensively, I think small ball is like small ball offensively can like mess you up so much. Like I think we saw late game right in game one where Shea's drives right. Like teams were able to help off so easily at the rim because there's no big there. If there's like a small guard like Caruso or Kaysen at the dunker spot, it's so much easier for a team to just like send help to Shea because he's not able to see the player down low. If there's like Hardenstein or Chet down there, it creates so much more space. So I don't know. I don't think small ball is a key, but I think like double. I don't. I still don't think double big is the way in the series. I think it's a cool little lineup. I don't think it's like something you start, and I think Mark agrees with me on that. So Hardenstein cost us. Hardenstein was really bad that game. Yeah, he can't shoot baseline floaters. He keeps on missing those baseline floaters. That's what happened that game. All right, I'm probably gonna dip like very soon because like I've stuff to do. But I know it's a very short stream, but like there's not much. I liked how we free double big today. Yeah, it was a good counter to the Thomas Bryant top and lineup. Like you just have to put it in good situations. You know, you just have to put it in good situations. You can't just force it. That's the only issue with double big. Yeah, I think what he did in game one was too far. There was times where I think double big would have been useful, and Mark didn't even try to look at it. But this was exactly what Mark this is exactly how Mark should use double big. If I should better word it there, he put them in when rebounding was needed. Yeah. He also put them in like when the opposing team had a bad lineup out there, and you could take advantage of like a bad spacing team. Chet's so slow. I mean, yeah, the battle between him and Turner has been pretty fun. Like what they've been doing back and forth. Um, both of them are attacking each other a lot on the ball. It's kind of fun to watch. Like a unique big battle because they kind of play like. I think their play style is kind of similar, right? Or like what they're supposed to do, like a lot of rim protection, uh, a lot of 3 point shooting off the catch moment, but like it's been a fun matchup. I give Shea B plus A minus. I give Shea like a B for game one, just straight B, and then A plus for game two. Yeah, I don't think he was bad in game one in terms of like managing the game. I feel like he was kind of forced into it, but like he didn't do himself any favors in the first 3 quarters. But today was just again everything was flowing for him mentally, just getting to the ball in the right spots every single play. Really nothing else to it. Carriage Williams also, yeah. hmm The entire team played really good minutes today, man. I would say like only Joe in the rotation. Again, J-Dub could be a lot better, but like everyone, like Caruso, Hartenstein, two role players off the bench did an awesome job. Valkayson was really good defensively compared to game one. Dort completely took out Halliburton at the game. Shea was awesome. Che was awesome. Like a lot of good play down the floor, and I feel like last game we didn't really get that outside of two few players, right? Dort played well. Shea played good, not great, and then Caruso played pretty fine until the fourth. He was ice out in the fourth. Should have been earlier. Are you talking about Shea? Oh, Shea in game one. Yeah, Shea in game one. Yeah, I don't know why Mark waited that long. Mark has always been really. I think that's like one of Mark's like faults that he he doesn't really recognize good times to get players back in the game, and when desperation comes to push. Alright. That monster poster was crazy. Would you trade Wiggins for Naismith? Probably, yeah. Yeah, respectfully to Wiggins, but I probably would. Naismith is just insane, an insane shooter that the Thunder don't have. He would also be the perfect type of Thunder player, but it's also like a perfect player for every team, so it's not really saying much, you know. All right, I think I'll see y'all later, bro. I got stuff to do right now, but again, I appreciate all of y'all. Again, an extremely short stream today. I usually stream for an hour, but like it's only for half an hour right now. I just want to get something off rather than nothing. But I'll post a reaction video sometime tonight whenever I'm done with my work. But outside of that, game free Wednesday. Um, 5 game series. Going back to Indiana, I'm really excited to see the Indiana atmosphere. It's probably like the one atmosphere in the NBA that competes with Oklahoma City in terms of small market stuff like that. So I'm really excited for that game. Again, appreciate all y'all coming out, thunder up, man.